H-Town, what's up? You know what time it is. It's time for the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's #1 urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, alongside Jim Hicks and sometime Chris Walker, coming to you live from Houston, Texas, but we're broadcasting all over the world via Facebook Live and YouTube Live. And it is Monday morning. Oh my goodness, a great weekend. Chris Charles said, who said a white man can't jump? What do you think about the dunk contest? I didn't see it. Rick, who was that? Chris Charles, but I saw some of the highlights. I had time to go back and see it yet, man. I just haven't had time, So, but I saw some of the dunks and Matt McClung did, and shout out to him, and he better go sign every deal he can before next week, before we move on to something else. See, I'm just telling you, Mac, if you're listening to me, because I know how this NBA works, go sign every deal that you can right now. Right now. And but let me shout out to my starting fives right now. Let me check out my starting five. Let me see how my I'm back home now. I'm good. My starting five today: Ivan Pettit Jr., Daryl Anderson. Hold on, let me make sure I got all that right, because I want to make sure. I see Teen. I see old Teen. Hold on. Let me make sure. Okay. Daryl Anderson. Okay, Daryl and Ivan Pettit Jr., Daryl Anderson, Thaddeus Moody, D. Holcomb, and Corey Willis. A sixth person is Jeremy Davis on this. But B. Scott, you were close in that, B. Scott, so I got to mention you. You was right there with them guys. Yes, it's gonna be a banner day today. I'm just gonna tell you. You better you better tag your friends. Because if I can get, I know I'm not gonna get through everything I want to talk to about. But boy, I'm gonna try. Hey D, hey, Sonya, Terrence, Mindy. Mindy here, Tina. Listen to me. When I got y'all see, hey guys, let me help y'all. Whenever you see Tina Jackson on there, Mindy, Sonya Billings, D. White, Dale Greaves, when you see hold on, who else? B. Scott. When y'all see my girls on here, y'all know I'm acting fool today. So I got them in there today. Share to show everybody. Really. Hey D, text, tag, tell somebody. I'm not going to say it was resurrected, but the dunk contest has moved from life support. I see. I haven't heard no commentary on it, because y'all know I go on a blackout in the morning. I don't watch the other shows, right? So I don't want to come on here with their views. Now I go watch them later on the night. I tape everything. I ain't gonna lie, I tape everything. But I don't have time in the morning because I have other stuff to do before I come on the show. So it's unique now. It's unique because everything I'm giving you is from me. And I did, because I want to have my own opinion. I don't want these other guys telling me about what happened this morning. I want to come on here. So U of H, back into the #1 spot. Shout out to U of H. Great game this weekend. What time? The TSU game tonight. Rob, you got to look it up, Rob. Guess the girls' games is 5:30. And the men's game is 7:30. Y'all, hold on 1 second. 1 second. Don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere. It's a little warmer than I thought it's gonna be. When these lights getting to hit you, man, it's getting warmer. Great weekend. If you see that was from my vantage point at the U of H game, sitting right behind the Memphis bench last night. A unique experience. So proud of University of Memphis Tigers and their excellent and marvelous coach, Penny Hardaway, came in without the best player in the conference, and two of his other top two players limited, and came in and gave, I think, Kevin Sampson had to call every damn timeout he had in the bag to get this game. These young guys came in and competed. Guys was, some people talking about, I ain't show up to the game because I know Kendrick Davis wasn't playing. Some of them people was talking about. But some guys was telling me they was going to get about 20. I might as well leave. Kendrick Davis ain't there. Man, Memphis gave them dudes everything they wanted last night. Okay, most of the guys on the team. You don't know nobody on the team but DeAndre and Kendrick Davis. DeAndre fouled out again. But a couple of the fouls they called on him. I just can't understand because I don't like to talk about the refs, but let me tell you something. I just hope Memphis get the same cooking that they got. Memphis out-rebounded U of H, y'all. I wouldn't have never thought that. Go look at the stats. Memphis out-rebounded U of H last night. U of H don't usually get rebound and out-rebound. So it was, a great game. That lady behind me over here, right here, if y'all see this lady right here, she the meanest little heifer. Oh, Lord have mercy. Everybody wanted to whoop her. But you know what? Them ushers like that, man. Maybe they go to usher school. Anybody been to usher school before? Whatever you call them people. Whatever you call them, attendants or whatever. What you call the people right there, that lady behind me. Tell me what you call them. Call them. The evilest, oh my God, they worse than the damn DMV people. D. White. They freaking stay your ass at home then. Then she come up there, Rusty Harden tried to come down. Hey, hold up, she don't discriminate. She stopped Rusty Harden. That other lady say, whoa, baby, slow your little ass down. Leave him alone. He got courtside seats. But it's just so unique, man. Somebody help me. What y'all call them people? Had it been another 2 minutes left in the game. Yes. Memphis was Memphis, but it ain't but 40 minutes in the game. So I don't never say that right there. That's hyperbole. I don't like that's over exaggerating. I'm not gonna do that. But could somebody help me woo those people? That is Moody. Who is the people who be sitting down? The lady who watch, they don't, you can't go this way. You can't go. What are they called? Oh, seating attendant. Okay, thank you. What the hell they called? But they got and U of H got the nastiest ones of all. It makes you sick because you don't know where you can go. I got a band on my hand. She telling me where I can't go. She there to check. She there for a check. I don't know nothing. I ain't, okay, I don't know. No, it ain't about sports. It wasn't about sports. It's about how you treat people. Event staff. There you go. Her ass wouldn't be on my staff. And if I just didn't want nobody to get fired, boy, I sure know the president of the university. But I ain't trying. I'm just trying to tell y'all, in case y'all be in one of these spots, don't be no asshole like her. Please. Don't. That one right there. Yes. Customer service is key. Yes. They work double duty at church too. Okay. Boy, no, oh, but the church people that Jason Peters said, what's up, had I picked Houston by 15 and lost. Wow. Boy, that was the dumbest bet. I heard people in the stadium talking about taking that dumbass bet. Jason Peters, one of them. He had his team ready for y'all. There was some people. A dude came up to me, not knowing who I am, saying, "Man, you get 14 points, man. You bet on U of H. This is a sure bet. U of H gonna beat these guys by 15 points." I had a dude, one of y'all summer coaches around here trying to coach y'all kids, telling me, ain't gonna get beat by 20. Y'all should have saw the tweets, the text going back and forth between me and him. I said, let me tell you something. A wise man told me you can't talk basketball with everybody. He said, I do believe they could beat Houston in a few weeks once KD. I think the conference title will come down to these two. Man, let me tell you something. That dude behind me, I don't know if y'all can see him or not. Don't let nobody talk crazy about your black coaches. I'm going to repeat that. Don't let nobody talk crazy about your black coaches. When you're in a conversation, straight like I did last night. I ain't gonna call his name because I'm gonna save his credibility. But y'all, we got a problem. We got a problem in our community. I'm gonna tell you why in a minute. Had it been another 2 minutes, let me go down. Let me see if anybody says something before I go. There have to be kind of stiff. People try to get over. Get over. Let kids play. Let the kids play. Get over. The hell you trying to get over at a basketball game? Let kids play. I don't know who that is. I keep forgetting who it is. What the hell you? What? Get over what? Get over what? I didn't say she was stiff. I said she's an asshole. Stiff is different. Stern is different. I'd love to go in their meeting. They pregame meeting. I know they don't have no pregame meeting. They just show up and sit their ass down. But let kids play. I forgot who that was, man. Man, what the man, come on. He said, I'm in Lake Charge. Watch the game and go another. I put down on U of H to win it all. I bet on TSU and PB to win tonight. Okay. We don't want to know about your bet. This ain't a betting show. I don't care about your bets. I'm just telling you about this guy tried to approach me. And I mean, I said, why do you think evidently you don't know who on the other end coaching. These other coaches, y'all brag about these other coaches. Y'all know who y'all ass is. Y'all didn't know this dude said, oh, hell no. Them dudes turned the ball over 20-some times. Let me see. Memphis turned that ball over so damn many times. They was damn them more shots. They was turning over more than more shots. They was just, I don't know what the hell they were doing. It's like Kendrick Davis is not here. Then the coach went over there and shook their ass back to life. Nobody said nothing about that, y'all. Y'all gotta understand. I ain't heard no tweets about that. That's why we got to sing our own praises. Not just listen to me. I do this about all black coaches, but particular about this one, coach. Yes. Close to him. Close to the program. But we got to stop. I'm going to show you why, though. I'm just not saying this just to be saying it. I'm going to show you why we got to speak up. Y'all know I don't tweet. Yesterday I tweeted in response to some clownish ass behavior that I saw. I tweeted, nothing bad. Just ask questions. He couldn't have been watching the same game I just watched. So he didn't give a fat, he didn't care. Hold up, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to do things. I'm telling you, I am not that good at multitasking. Go back and forth. Let's see. Let's go. Here we go. Right here. Box score. Where them turnovers at? Memphis turned that ball over 18 times. 18 times. And I almost got in that ass. I mean, shit. Excuse me. U of H had struggle scoring at times. They discovered 30 damn points in the first half. Herb Baker, Kevin Freitman, when you want to talk about facts. U of H one of the best teams in the country. They was struggling scoring. Did y'all look at the freaking score before y'all make comments? Y'all know I come on, y'all. I got the stat sheet. I watched the game twice. U of H had trouble scoring. They the number one fucking team in the nation. And y'all whine when they put them number 2 and number 3, and y'all get to whining. But they the number one team in the nation. And Memphis having trouble scoring without the best player in the conference? Don't feel sorry for him. Marcus Sasser was out last year, so I ain't feeling sorry. Don't feel sorry for Memphis. I'm just Frank White. I just love when people say stuff. Hold up. Frank White. First half. It was 41%. 41%. Second half, they were 50%. 50%. Oh, you talking about U of H. Okay. 50%. U of H has trouble scoring. Yes. But no, y'all, it was a dude in there. Y'all got to realize, it was a dude in there, Jerry Jones, texting me back and forth. Y'all should have seen the back and forth. Hold on. I'm finna give y'all something. And he coached some of y'all kids in the summer. Y'all just let anybody coach y'all kids. I ain't gonna call his name. I ain't telling y'all. But I'm just gonna give you some of the conversation. I'm finna give y'all some of the conversation. Where's his name? Hold up, y'all. Hold up. He changed his tune now. Hold up. Long. I ain't said nothing to him. Y'all know I never start nothing. I don't never start. Hold up, man. Look how long this shit. It's so goddamn. Damn, I didn't know we texted this many times. How in the hell did I see the game? I'm doing all this. Hold up, man. Hold up. What's the first one? First of all, man, I almost left because it was a 20. And Kenny Davis didn't show up. It was a 20 piece. Right? I said, no, sir. Then he come back. He said, my boat is a 20 piece. So hold me to that. You know how the niggas say, what he said about hold me? He said, hold me to the 20 piece. Because they gonna get a 20 piece put on. Hold up. Then I said, then I think Tremont Marks just shot a fadeaway 3 and hit it. I said, wow. Then he said, I told you, a slow death 20 piece. He comes and talking about 20 piece. Y'all, I ain't gonna show you the man name, but I ain't gonna cause y'all, y'all some know the mother. But he keep on talking, right? He keep on talking. Y'all been blowing it up. Guys like Freitman, screenshot that and blow it up this big. So I ain't trying to put him out there. Y'all know I'm just telling. Hold on. Then this way he messed up, Doug Jones. This way he messed up, Doug Jones. Hold on, Doug Jones. Hold on. How do you get back to your Twitter, man? Hold on. I messed up, y'all. Y'all, I'm going through this. Y'all taking that. This what happens at the games, man. Doug was there. Doug was over there nervous than a hook in church. I saw him. Y'all remember the man keep calling me, talking about a 20 piece. I said, man, do you know the makeup of that team and that coach? No way. That's all I said. I said, evidently, he didn't watch him the whole game. A.D. White. Penny said, next man up. I didn't build my team when one player down, we quit. Watch this. So the dude kept talking to me. This way he got me, y'all. This way he got me. What D White? What Sonya? What Mindy? Mindy, you already know when he got me. Mindy, he said, Memphis has no offense, can't shoot, don't have any playmakers. This was in the beginning of the game. When he called, talking about this is what he said now. So what you know what I'm gonna do? Jimmy said, man, Robert, y'all see how you do. He'll take your words and turn them against you. That's what I'm supposed to do. Duh. I've been trained that way. Hold on. Then what he said. Now, y'all, what he say? Hide his name, because we got Freightmans out there. Memphis fans has no offense, can't shoot, don't have no playmakers. I said, you don't know much about basketball, I see. I said this. Oh, Gary Carter, I don't know what the hell you was on Twitter. Man, I almost silenced you on Twitter last night because you had a tweet per minute. I ain't never seen nobody have that many tweets. But you know I'm going to get to that later. I just love the day. Hey, y'all need to call everybody y'all know. This show finna be retarded today. I'm just telling you. So, the kid, he texted me back. I said, all of that you talking about, yeah, Ricardo, yeah. Go back and look at your tweets. Okay. All of that, and you know I come back and say, I said, all of that, and they only down by 12. They can't shoot, they can't do this, to the number one team in the country, and they only down by 12. I said, what game you watching, sir? No offense, but can't shoot, no playmakers, but they're playing against the number one team in the country, and that team, the number one team in the country, don't even have 30 points in that first half. What the hell are you talking about? Get what I said? I came back and said. Then the third quarter, ain't no third quarter, baby. Ain't no third quarter. Hey, ain't no third quarter, Jay Jackson, in men's basketball, in men's college basketball. It's 2 halves. Okay, here we go. He said, hold on. He said, they have turned over the ball more times than they have made shots. But he not listening. They doing all of that and still ain't down but 12 to the number one team in the country. I said, you're sounding like a homer instead of watching the game. Y'all know I love these conversations. He said, I don't know what you want. He said, he don't know what I'm watching. I said, they only down by 12. Thank you, Jason Peters. Hey, hold on. Get what he said. They've had 10 bad plays in a row. They can't get a shot. Running the same play over and over and it isn't working. But they still only down by 12. Tina Jackson to the number one team in the country. That brings to a basketball mind. Guess what that says? Damn. They can't keep doing that. There's something got to get better. But he thought it was going to get worse. Hold on. Yeah. Sometimes the other team make your ass play bad, Eric Barnes. And yes, DeAndre Williams fouled out again. Could nobody on the floor for U of H, for Sue of H, from Rice, nobody on the floor could guard DeAndre Williams. Nobody. He was talking, him and that boy Chaney was going, not Chaney, what's the, Jawan, what's the guy, the number 13. They was going back and forth. Hey, we ain't talking about no moral victory. Listen, I'm not on here talking about a loss is a loss. I ain't said nothing. I'm talking about this clown. I'm setting this up, y'all, to tell y'all ass something. If y'all, no, it's not Rogers. It's something else. Number 13. Who's number 13? Hold on. You don't know who this guy is. Shut up, Eric. You don't know the guy. Just be quiet for a minute. I'm sitting here watching the guy go back and forth. Watch this. Then he asked me to grab. There you go, Jawan Roberts. Thank you. Grab the box score, he told me. He said, I don't know what you watching. I'm watching terrible offense, turnover after turnover, bad shot after bad shot. He reiterated, and I was thinking to myself, I repeat, it's a 40-minute ball game. Yes, a 40-minute ball game. DeAndre Williams is whatever the hell he want to be. When he playing Jason Peters, he was the best player on the floor last night. Hands down. Only thing kept him out the game. He just one foul. He just knocked the dude down. I mean, shit, a baby would have called now. But I just don't understand. I don't understand. I don't understand. But we ain't talking about him today. I said they can't play no worse than this. And you ain't down but 12 points to the number one team in the nation. I keep going. He said down 12 at the half, play another 20 minutes. Guess what? It's going to be a 24-piece by the end of the game. He keep coming at me, y'all. And I didn't like that. Those damn sorry-ass commentators who commentated that game. They talked about him being 26 just too many damn times for me. Shut the hell up. You didn't say it once or twice. They said it 1,000 times. Unbelievable. Just like the other day. Since y'all think these announcers so great, I had somebody taking up for them. Y'all, I got so much to talk to y'all about, man. Hold on. Arkansas played the other night. I'm going to get off Memphis because this dude here, let me get off Memphis. I got to come back to Memphis because I got something to show y'all. I'm talking about the Memphis game, not because of whether they won or lost. I don't give a... Man, I don't care. I don't care. See, Doug, you stayed, man. Doug, I didn't even want to stay after the game. I had somewhere to do. I couldn't stay to talk to nobody. You know, because, but, hold up. See, Doug, you made me lose my train of thought. Oh, I'm watching the Arkansas game the other day. Let me show you something, y'all, out here. How these people ain't doing their homework. Anthony Black, the man said, Anthony Black went to his high school, because they was talking about he played football. He went to Capel High School. So when I talk to another announcer who always taking up for these people, he gonna text me back. Hold up, y'all. He gonna text me back. Hold on, he sent it to me. Where that mess he sent to me? Where that mess is? Watch it. Kevin Freitman saw it. Watch this. Hell no, Anthony Black ain't to no Rockets. The Rockets ain't go. Who is that? Who is Coacher? What are you talking about, man? The Rockets going, no. Come on, man. So he sent me this, a photo. Okay. The photo said ESPN. Finna help y'all ass out. In their bio, ESPN's bio, since y'all love ESPN, they're so smart. Capel High School and ESPN. But he don't do like I do. When I go look up a team, I go to their team website. Every team, y'all know before I call this game tonight, I know everything about every player from several sources. Y'all already know. I never looked at ESPN's because I know they shit always be wrong. You follow me? So I'm just showing. So, but the dude came to his defense. And then I said, do me a favor and go to Arkansas's. Arkansas's website said Duncanville High School. Duncanville, he lived in Duncanville, Texas. But if you're only depending on one terrible ass source, keep telling y'all about them one sources. But this why I have to get on this platform and tell you what a masterful job the coach at Memphis did last night. I got a phone call this morning. Somebody getting on the flight from leaving Salt Lake, finna go back from All-Star game. Several calls this morning, right? Several calls this morning. And they were just talking about, because I made a tweet. See, I thought people weren't looking at my tweets. Shit me! They looking at my tweets in Utah. Because I get 3 phone calls this morning. Interesting phone calls. And this is why I tweeted, y'all. Y'all know I don't just tweet. But I had just left a game and I saw Penny Hardaway put on a master class of how you coach with your best player out, playing against the #1 team in the country. And this clown, hold on, tweets this. Hold on. Let me get out of it. Hold on. I hit the wrong button, y'all. I'm sorry. This clown tweets this. Let me find it, y'all. Let me give me some tea. I'm going to let that sit with y'all a second. I never tweet. Y'all know I don't. I said, what? And that what reached across the country. Because they know I don't tweet. I said, what kind of blasphemy is this? How could you write those words and have a little YouTube thing? Don't go look at it. Don't give it no likes. I didn't look at it. F him. I'm finna connect some dots for y'all. So, I talked to a former black coach. He's doing some other things around in the industry. I told him about this tweet. Let me put that tweet back up there. I told him, do y'all know what his black ass said? Boy, I wish I could tell you who it is. Well, man, hold on. This what he said out of his mouth. Well, man, you got to realize, man, Penny done had all these top recruiting classes, and he ain't really won. He ain't did this, and this from a black former coach who wasn't that good as a damn coach. He got to talking. He was sounding like them. So I asked him a question. I said, tell me what great recruiting class he had. Huh? Tell me. Show me. Well, you know, he had pros. I said, just because you got a pro on your team don't mean you're going to win. Just because you got a lottery pick on your team don't equate to winning in college, the national championship. It don't equate. Well, I said, but for somebody like you to say it, that's the freaking problem. Well, I'm just saying what the industry. No, dude, I didn't ask you what the industry said. I was talking to your black ass. This is the conversation I had last night, Brandon. I was talking to him. And I'm going to try to make that the last cuss word I ever say. But I'm sitting there listening to him. He one of the people that get on this show or come on this show or come away anywhere or come on here and say, Penny, Penny, Penny. Then behind his back, he didn't realize who he was talking to. I said, well, tell me what great class he had. James Wiseman didn't play, y'all. He played 3 games. Jalen Durham, 18-year-old kid. Who else? Bunny Bates. What's the boy name? I don't know, little boy. No. I ain't trying. Listen. I'm watching him print this, y'all, right? See, Doug said something. Doug, you brought it back for me, Doug. I'm gonna take that off, Doug. Cause I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about, Doug. Hold on, Doug. Watch it. Hold on. Doug. Look what he say about North Carolina. Tell me what color the coach is. Anybody know what color the coach is at North Carolina? We already know Penny Black. Anybody know the color of the coach at North Carolina? Yes, Snoop got his first win. Snoop was on this show. We always congratulate Snoop. Call him and congratulate him himself. Everybody. Snoop won his game last night. But I'm talking about something else right now, Corey Willis. I'm talking about something else, Corey Willis. Add to the yeah, there you go, girl. The legendary Boogie. I asked this brother, former college coach that recruited some of y'all kids. Okay, all right, okay. Thank you. I'm okay. That is Moody. Watch this. Mindy, you already know I was going somewhere. See, Mindy know I might be talking about the U of H Memphis game, but I always have a bigger picture. All right, I'm gonna get out for that. I'm gonna watch. Got something else, y'all. Hold on. Then another guy. This what he wrote. This wasn't the same guy, but another guy. Great thoughts, great school spirit. Are you doing too much? He wasn't talking about Penny. I'm going to show you who he was talking about. He called this doing too much. Watch this. So when a black coach just being himself, that's why we got to protect our own. We can't fall into that foolishness. Thoughts? Is this great school spirit? Are he doing too much? Whoever the hoop herald is, with your clown behind. Y'all keep supporting these. And some of these stupid ass black ass coaches keep giving Jeff Goodman exclusives. I bet you when I get through with Penny today, when I have a talk with him, he ain't gonna never get that money. He ain't gonna never give him one. Hold up, I'm not through. Y'all know I ain't through. Let me see what he said. Hold up, let me go here. But when somebody writes something about Chris Holtzman for Ohio State, this is what he come with. He come with all. If somebody says something about, somebody go tell me what color Chris Holtzman is. Hey, y'all, I know for a fact Rick Barnes and a group of these other coaches, and they don't lack this rich, arrogant ass black dude in Memphis, Tennessee. All of this other. Chris Holtzman's getting his head tore off at Ohio State at a Power 5, but he come to his defense. I just want y'all to see it. I didn't want y'all to think I'm just telling y'all stuff. This same dude. See what happened today. Now y'all understand when I talk about there's two structures out here. There's the social structure, how they see us, and the governance structure. Go look this stuff up when I tell you this. How we see each other. I'm freaking, y'all know I don't tweet. But it's some people in high places saw my tweet and called me this morning and said, dude, yes, they are jealous of that boy. He called him arrogant. He's hard to get to. He's always been like that. So our job is to point out his triumphs. Like that was a triumph to me. I didn't care if he win the game or not yesterday. I walked out of there with my head up, man, because let me tell you something. That's my school. That boys fought. They didn't set LeBron James down. Kendrick Davis lead them guys in everything. And that coach. No, I didn't hear not one person talk about what the coach did. But this clown, dude, let me tell you something. And I hope he hear this. Is Penny the right guy for Memphis? Are you the right person for journalism in the future, you freaking clown? Do y'all understand, man? I don't care about the game, man. But you can't do people like this. We can't let us do our peoples like that. See that? See, Herb said that. See, Herb, you know I don't listen to the commentators too much. But I'm talking about these dudes like Jeff Goodman. You know, I'm looking at Penny. I'm just watching him. I'm just watching what he's doing for this university. Calipari didn't win in 5 years in Memphis. He had to get Derrick Rose in the sixth year. But we supposed to be super magical Negroes. But we got a lot of people that look like us. That's in these circles, in these, you got black faces and white spaces. Y'all get that by the time you go home. Y'all think all of these dudes is on this. Told y'all need to share the show. You know what? It's a good time for y'all to get y'all some wine. Good time, get y'all some wine. Hold on.
I'm Solomon, owner of Solomon and Bryant Wines. I am a proud native Houstonian, and as a result of my upbringing, love for wine, and my determination, I was blessed to start my own wine company. My logo symbolizes unity, strength, and perseverance. Solomon and Bryant encompasses a variety of wines. So go to our website, purchase your choice of wine, and we will deliver it to you anywhere in the country. Choose to be excellent. Make it a lifestyle. SolomonandBryant.com.
Damn, Doug. Doug, I wish you hadn't told me that. Doug, because I know when I talk to him today, he gonna say, why you leave? I'm gonna tell y'all, we not left. When I saw all of them people that's over there wanted to talk to him, there's a couple of them I didn't even want to be around. I just left. Y'all remember I told y'all a long time ago, protecting your energy is not a crime. I protected my energy and got to hell and went on, got in the car and went home. You know, because I don't like to be around everybody. I ain't gonna tell you no lie. I don't. So, but I just want us to start protecting each other, man. Especially our guys who put in these positions. The Jerry Stackhouse, that same guy who I told you was slick trying to protect the dude who had the Capel thing wrong, and the dude in the Jeff Goodman. See, y'all, we got some black people out here, man. I'm just gonna be frank with you, y'all. I don't know what did happen to their ass. For real. They might look like this. I don't doubt them. Their mind, the way they think. I got to remind myself, I got to play this video of these black people who moved to California talking about they didn't want to be around these regular black people no more. I got to be out by the influence white. We got some folks like that out here, y'all. And but we can't let guys like well, you crazy. Once I make my point, I get off the phone. Man, I didn't know. No, I just know I didn't. No, that's just different. On the phone, I talk all day long sometimes. But no, man, it's just, I know a lot of y'all don't know how this stuff works. And I just try to educate you. Because what if your son is in Penny's position? What if your son? It'll be a lot different, wouldn't it? What they say, it'll hit a little bit different if Penny was your son. So y'all think I'm talking about the principle. We can't keep letting people talk about our great athletes. So now I can move on. I got that out the way because that was important. It was important because I got phone calls. When I'm getting phone calls about it early in the morning, I said, wow. Ladies and gentlemen, they wrapped up everything last night at the All-Star game. I believe Damian Lillard is still probably shooting half-court shots, and there was a moment when somebody went for a layup, and y'all, and a defender actually moved just a little bit to present some kind of resistance. And Jason Tatum, God bless him, he probably still shooting right now. A 55-point record that he had last night. I think to myself, if they play defense, if they played defense back in the day, the way they played last night, Michael Jordan would have had 100 points in the All-Star game, and Kobe would have broke it with 102. Guys were not playing. No, I know Marcus Carroll. What's up, baby? Where you been, man? I know you almost went crazy watching that stuff. I couldn't watch it, y'all. I promise you, man. I was going back and forth, man. I forgot what I was watching. I was going back and forth. But shout out to them for having Grambling and Southern play. I'm so proud of that. Chris Paul, shout out. Let me give him Chris Paul. Let me give him it's different for Chris Paul, yeah. Had HBCU, 2 HBCUs in the middle of their season. They flew their team out there, and they played. Grambling won the game. Grambling is pretty damn doggone good, y'all. Yeah, they pretty doggone good. I've seen them play a couple times down there. They pretty doggone good. And let's see. I talked about that. And somebody sent me something, y'all. Somebody sent me something. Uh, they said, and it was unbelievable. They said, now his microphone was messed up, Mindy. His microphone had a delay. They was doing him. Yeah. He no, that was yeah, I found out about that. Somebody said, y'all might want to keep this one. Y'all might want to keep this. I don't know if it's too long to tweet or not, but the wrong people will be quick to tell you what you can't do because they can't imagine doing it themselves. The right people will guide, encourage, and support. I'm thankful I had the right people around me. Y'all follow me? The wrong people will be quick to tell you what you can't do because they can't imagine doing it themselves. The right people will guide you, encourage you, and support. I hope you're thankful. I hope you have the right people around you, especially my young people, especially in the summer basketball community. Shout out to Calvin Murphy. He was at the game yesterday. Uh, the great Calvin Murphy, sold out atmosphere. He said it's unfortunate, but University of Houston basketball has outgrown that building already. They didn't envision Kelvin Sampson would take it to this level this quickly. The Rockets should have never let him go. Love that. Love that. Shout out to TSU. Listen to me, y'all. When I first got into golf, one of the favorite things I wanted to get was a ping putter and ping clubs. Ping, ping, ping in golf. Ping is I mean, we got a lot of them now. You know, I like TaylorMade now. Cause I mean, but I'm talking about when I first got in the business. I mean, first started playing. If you had some ping irons, you was that dude. Cause they were what? They were forgiving. If you wasn't that good, the sweet spot so big. If you hit a bad shot, it won't be as bad. So they became very popular. The reason I'm talking about ping golf stuff is one of the owners of the company, David Solheim, whose grandfather founded Ping, talks about the new partnership and commitment with Texas Southern University and our golf team. And they, along with Hideko Bespoke, have announced an historic first $1 million partnership with TSU men's and women golf. You remember, Stephon Curry came and helped Howard's golf team. You got me? They helped. And look at what the president said. I think I taped what he said. He said, man, it was just the right thing to do. Let me see, did I put it up there? Hold up, y'all. No, I taped it. Let me see, where my ping man at? Oh, I didn't put the ping man up there. Oh, Mr. Ping. It's up there, y'all. I just can't see it. Y'all, I don't know where my glasses. But it was unbelievable. I thought I put it up there. He had but I just wanted to share that with y'all. And yes, Howard University. And yes, TSU, what his name, Jim Crane, has pledged to build TSU softball, baseball complex. He says he wanted to be the baddest thing in the land. He wanted to be the baddest thing in the land. They announced it the other night. Some things going on with it, but I can't talk about it. Don't know if you touched on it, but the Buffalo grocery shooter was sentenced Wednesday. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to talk about him. Yeah, he was sentenced. Yeah, I don't want to talk about him right now. Yes, y'all. I'm telling y'all, man. Something. This George Floyd situation, y'all. Some good things are coming out of it. Because I know these people would not do this if it wasn't for that. But I shout out to Matt McClung. Like I said, young fella, he better sign every deal he can before next week, before they move on to something else. You better cash out right now, Matt. Don't play around with it. Get your people together. Boy, go get your bread right now. Because your ass going to be going back to that G League and ain't going to never play for James Harden now with James now. So get your money, young fella. And I saw a little bit of it, y'all. I didn't, but I wanted to share this. With y'all. This guy did something that I just didn't understand. I'm gonna give you some highlight notes that I took because I wasn't too impressed by the All-Star game. But why show up to a celebrity event and play in the celebrity basketball team game and act like this?
I'm not getting back in because they foul me again. I'm going to shoot, bro. I ain't getting back in.
Walk inside there. Walk on the floor. Come on with it.
I don't care. I ain't getting on the floor.
You can't do that.
Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Y'all getting away with fouls. I'm going to get mad and beat one of these referees up, bro. Come on, let's play. I'm finna foul every play. Hey, come on, let's go. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Boy, you a real. You ain't doing nothing but fouling. White boy fouled the hell out of me. They ain't called nothing. Yeah, but I ain't mad at him. I'm mad at the ref. As soon as I touch you, it's a foul. You must pay the refs. 21. I'm not getting back
in. Y'all see what I'm talking about, man? Could never come back to mine. I don't care, 21 Savage, whatever. I don't know what the hell he's saying. Y'all see what kind of kids we raising? That's a good one, Herb. It ain't 21 Savage. Herb, I was so embarrassed. Y'all understand? Somebody called and told me from the game. I can't tell you what they said because I don't want to say it over the air because I'm gonna be cursing too much. I don't want to tell you what they told me, and I'm trying to do better. Ain't somebody named 21 Savage. I don't know what he's saying. I'm gonna shoot. Y'all heard him? Hold on, let me. Y'all got to listen to this dude, man. Share the show. Listen to this. Where are my youngsters?
I'm not getting back in because they foul me again. I'm gonna shoot, bro. I ain't getting back in.
Walk inside there.
You hear? I'm gonna shoot. Shoot. They fouled me again. Let me keep going. Shout out to D Wade. He's a part owner of the Utah Jazz. Boy, that's a hell of a mixture. Did y'all see the Utah Jazz owner with his hat backwards and looked like? I mean, you got to look him up. Look him up. You got to look at it. You got to look him up. She said, see, I already didn't like his music because everything sounds the same, but now I see it's got. See that, Mindy? Mindy, I had to show y'all this, man. Frank White, he said, God bless us. Yeah, God bless us. Frank White, he don't need to be there. Then they get mad. Man, they won't let me come to the All-Star game, man. Y'all, these folks ain't really celebrities either to me. They might be celebrities to y'all. I apologize, but I don't know why. I don't own a team. I don't know why Matt McClung can make a team. I don't know. Shit. I don't own a team. I ain't a GM. Shit. I remember him going to Georgetown and wasn't that damn good. And then left Georgetown and went somewhere else. He wasn't that damn good. Then he went to the G League or something. I mean, he didn't. How did he save the weekend? I keep seeing this. How did he save the weekend? Who he saving for? You, Seneca? Did that save the weekend for you? Did that save the weekend for you? Because it sure didn't save the weekend for me. Man, I barely watched that bull crap. Herb Baker, guess where it's at next year? In Indianapolis. What the hell wrong with it? The NBA and Adam Silver. I do know what's wrong. I know why they're doing it. Eric Raspberry, what's going on, man? Hold up. I ain't done yet. Yeah, I know. Okay. I was being sarcastic. I don't care where Mac McClung went. All I know is he asked me how come he ain't made the NBA. He wasn't that good nowhere else. But I know somebody. Hold up. Did y'all see what Adam Silver? This the only thing I hate about missing going up Salt Lake. Y'all, one of my favorite days of the week, and it's been killing me since I've been calling these games for TSU for the last 2 years. I like to go to the tech summit. NBA always have a tech summit, and you can see all the new inventions that's coming out that's related to basketball and in the tech industry. And you can go out there, you can invest, you can meet the owners, you can go out there, you move around. Next thing you know, you can't, if you know what you're doing. But Adam Silver did something, y'all. He unveils a streaming experience for the future via the NBA app. And you can be in it. Did y'all see that? Let me play it for y'all. I don't know if y'all saw it. That's why I told y'all to share the show. Because some people ain't seen this. Let me see. I know I put that is. Yeah, here it is. Watch this.
Ahmad Rashad, please come out. All right, man. Let's see you. All right. All right, Ahmad. So stand, kind of put your hands down this way a little bit. Right?
Is any of this going to hurt?
No. All right, so this should come up. All right. So now I'm going to walk around you and just scan your body, right?
Yep.
All right. That's an interesting shirt you wore today. Is that the one you're going to wear all morning? Is that?
We're in Utah. The Jazz wear purple.
You used to wear a suit.
So did the Vikings.
All right. This is almost over. All right. Hang in there. I got to step back just to get your full body. All right. Snap. I'm almost done. Almost done. You're up. People see you on screen. Don't be so nervous.
I'm nervous about you taking a step backwards. That'll be the end of it.
All right, smile for a second. Yeah. All right, got it. All right. 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 All right.
Painless.
All right. I got it. All right. So now, come over here. Let's look at this screen. So now we're going to go back, just so you can see this. Go back into that mode now of we're out in the app. And now the menu is going to come back up. And so look, we've inserted you in the avatar selection. And then you see where the red is going? You could choose different players.
Yeah.
So then we're going to pick Horton Tucker. And then where Horton Tucker is, so this will be in a live game, you will be inserted into the game. You'll be making all the same movements he was, but it'll look like it's your body.
Does he have my skills?
We'll see.
Okay.
All right, you ready?
Yep.
All right, so go ahead and roll that. There's that shirt.
Yeah. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing.
Where'd you get the idea to stick your tongue out like that?
Somebody copied me, you know.
Looks like you've been lifting. All right, well, that was incredible. So,
Wow.
thank you, Ahmad.
Yeah.
Did y'all see that, man? Some little brilliant person came up with that. Some brilliant woman, man, whoever it was. I sure want to know who it was. How kids can do more than this. I talked to, after the game the other night, TSU game, I talked to Titus, a real good trainer around here in the community. Trains a lot of kids. I think he used to work out with Little Rob sometime. And but I met his son other night after the game. I said, man, can you make a layup? Can you play a little basketball? He said, no. He said, guess what? He said, I like to draw. I like to paint. I said, artist? He said, yeah, I like that. Dad is a trainer. But the son, then the dad went and showed me the videos of the son drawing. Oh my goodness. This is a basketball trainer who trains y'all kids, but he allowed his son to grow up doing the things he want to do and the things that he liked to do. Man, I thought I sit there and looked at that young man. I said, man, you are amazing. You are great. I'm going to commission you to paint something for me. And I'm going to pay you. I told him. Little bitty. I don't know how old he was. I can't tell. 7, 8, 9, around in that area. Dad showed me the videos. It just blew me away. I mean, man, our young people, man, are amazing. When I'm thinking about the young person who developed that technology. But you got to understand, technology, you say it's a gift and a curse. No, it's how we use it. Whether it's a gift and a curse. An automobile is great to drive and use. Okay? Ain't nothing wrong with the automobile until you get your drunk behind in there and run it into somebody and hurt somebody. So technology is like a car. If you use it the way it was intended, it's a good thing. Now, if you use it to go rob banks and you use it to go hurt people, then it's a problem. He said, my daughter's coming out with an app just to give a shake up and grasp. Tell her to think higher than grassroots basketball. I repeat, think higher than grassroots basketball. I'm going to repeat one more time. Think higher than grassroots basketball. Think Tesla. Think SpaceX. Think Amazon. Think Jet.com, Diapers.com. Think higher, everybody, than this little old bit of grassroots basketball. Just telling you. I just tell it. So what else I had? Shout out to young fella, Jose Alvarado. He was in game. I thought he was interesting. Listening to him, he was mic'd up during the game, and he was more entertaining than the dunk contest to me. I just love how this kid plays and everything he's about, man. I got to show y'all this. This was better than the dunk contest. Y'all talking about the dunk contest saved the game. I don't care if it's global. I just said think higher than grassroots basketball. You'll get it. You'll get it later. You ain't gonna. Maybe she'll get it. You ain't gonna get it. You get it later. Who else I talking about? Jose. Y'all check him out. I like him.
Hey, what you want to bet? I'll take this last shot and make it. If I get the ball, if they give me the ball, if Pete give me the ball, I'm.
Have to go for the win here. Oh, he wants it back.
Benedict Matherin, who's been
Grand theft.
Young kid was mic'd up, man. He told Donovan Mitchell, they give me the ball, I'm finna score this thing. I like that way better than I like the dunk contest. It was just refreshing, man. You know, y'all got to hear him. Hold up, I got a little bit more. Let me give y'all a little bit more of him. I got to give you a little bit more of him. Hold up.
If you want to bet, I'll take this last shot and make it. This is just something that.
Left court, you talking about living a dream?
All right, bet. Say that. I'll tell you a word. Man, it's crazy. It's hard to put in words. You know, this is just something that, you know, you can't write. You could wish for it, and then, you know, it's like you said, anything is possible. You know, like I'm not 6'5", I'm not athletic, I don't got the crazy wingspan, but I got heart that, you know, you can't measure. And if you bring that and you be yourself at all times, I think a lot of things will just come your way. I really can't put in no words, you know. I think this is just something like, I lie to y'all. I would lie. Hold up, Mom, I'm talking, okay? I'll be lying if I say I had this in my mind. You know, I believe in myself 100%. I think I believe in myself out of this world. But this is something I ain't even think of or even dream of. So for me to just do this and accomplish this from, you know, Georgia Tech days and all that, it just, you know, built in my journey. Hey, what you want to bet?
I love the little girl. She paid attention for a little bit, but she couldn't stop. You know, it's hard for them kids. She said, hold up, mama. But man, shout out to that young man. He got a new shoe deal. He was undrafted. Just made a team, man. And just made away from himself. That don't happen for everybody. But I enjoy his heart and his play, cause I'm gonna tell you why. Cause it was some stuff happening in the All-Star weekend that some people called me and it troubled me. And I'm gonna tell y'all about it in a minute. Just remember I told you. But shout out to Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum scored 50 points. I'm gonna talk about his 50-point game. I think he's the only player ever. Somebody help me with this one. The only player ever. He had 50 in a regular season game, 50 in the playoff, 50 in an All-Star game. Only player in history with each of those. And just for kicks, he also scored 50 points in a tournament play-in game as well. It was crazy. And yeah. I know it was 55 points. I just said he scored. If you listen to the story, Lori, I know he scored 50 points, 55 points. I announced that early in the show, Lori. I said he scored 50 points in a regular season game, in an All-Star game, and in a playoff game. He the only player that ever scored 50 points. I didn't have to say 55. I said 50. Now, can I tell my own story? Before you try to correct me, go listen to the whole story. And for let's see what else he did. Who was there talking about Charles Barkley was drunk? They were experiencing a whole lot of technical issues last night with his Hawks. I don't know what was happening. Yes. Hatter, he is the first. Yes, status mooted. That's why I said it. Yes. Yeah. Y'all go find me. Go find me another player. No, I got you, Lord. Go find me another player that did all that. Y'all go find me another. Let me see. Tell y'all another thing. Did y'all know LeBron didn't show his ass up till Sunday? Y'all, let me tell you something. David Stern used to have a strong rule. When the All-Star games start, you got to be there. LeBron didn't show up till Sunday morning, man. Where them LeBron lovers at? Where Eric Bowen's at? Some other players didn't show up till late. They spaced this thing out for you to have a longer stretch of vacation. And they still don't show up. What else I had? See, I don't know if y'all knew that or not. I didn't realize they had several broadcasts going. I didn't realize it. Thank you, Alfio. Men, were you listening? Y'all, I'm gonna let somebody else take this one. I ain't gonna even take this I'm gonna let somebody else take this one. Man, I said the only players in each of those games. 50 in the All-Star game, 50 in the playoff game, 50 in what else? What I said? Regular season game, playoff, and an All-Star game. He the only one. So I don't know why you mentioned them other two. I don't know. I don't know. I know you wasn't listening, yo. Oh, let me give me a drink. Oh, shoot. Hold on, watch it. Y'all better come out TSU game tonight. Hold on. Y'all come out and then do like the other people. See, that's what I love about our people, man. Let me show you what I love about our people. I got people like Herb, Singleton. Herb, what's the guard name that's up in the rafters from years ago? Herb, called last name Singleton. He said he listened to the game, the broadcast on the way to the game. He said, man, it's easy riding to him. Herb, what's my man name? That man said, LeBron get a pass. No, he don't, player. LeBron don't get no pass. No, James wasn't at the All-Star game because he didn't get voted. James went. Guess what? He ain't been posting on social media either. So y'all don't know where he at. I know y'all don't like that, do you, Mandy? James trying to win a championship around here, Mandy. Hopefully he stayed back to get right before him can win some games. No, man. Oh, no, man. LeBron was wrong for that, man. Hold up. Let me help y'all out now. Let me make sure. I want to make sure the time of the game tonight. Who they playing? Arkansas Pine Bluff. 7:30 is the men, so that means the girls are at 5:30. Okay? Women at 5:30, men at 7:30 tonight. I'll be on the call. Me and Chatterbox, Kevin Adams. We had so much fun the last game. I can't wait to get back with them guys because I got something for them. Yeah, I got something for them. But what else I got? I'm telling you, I got. What time is? Oh yeah, good, Jimmy. Jimmy, you good? Jimmy, whatever you're doing, you keep doing. Robert had a couple of players had debut signature shoes. Kyrie didn't have no signature shoe debut, man. No, he did not. That is Moody. It's bad dope. This is what Kyrie had on. He just covered up his Kyries with the Mexicans because his mama's got it's the Indian heritage. He didn't debut no shoes last night. He's a sneaker free agent. Those are Nikes. That is Moody. Now Tatum did, but Kyrie didn't. See, that is Moody. Have you wondered why Robert Hatter got this? Because I knew somebody was going to say something. That's what Kyrie had on last night. Those are not new shoes. Look at those shoes. I got those shoes right there. 80 would break down. 80 would break down. Don't leave 80. Don't do 80 like that. That is, oh, Jimmy done came on. Jimmy, no! We ain't got time for you. Well, y'all, I'll finish up the rest of the stuff tomorrow. Yeah, see that is Moody. I told y'all about listening and hearing from somebody and putting it on this Chop Shop as fact. I done told y'all. Because guess what? We got Kevin Freeman. That is Moody. I can't believe you went for that one. I can't believe you went for that one. But that was some bad dope. That is Moody. I'm glad you got up out of it. Jimmy, your homeboy Thad Moody getting bad dope out here today. I got him though. He good. He good now.
What happened?
He talking about Kyrie and Jason Tatum. Preview some new signature shoes last night. I said, no, sir. No, sir, they didn't. He told me, yeah, you know. So then I just had Jimmy. Jimmy, just so happened, you know how I am, y'all. I'm like a Boy Scout. Jimmy, this is what I did. I clicked on that clip. Jimmy, them the shoes he had on last night. He covered them with moccasins because his mom, to tribute his mom, because she's was an Indian, American Indian, and he covered the Kyrie's. I got them same shoes. He covered them over because he didn't want nobody to know. So he using the same shoe. Yeah. So he just said somebody told him. So that's all, Jimmy. Somebody told Thaddeus Moody, and he realized it now. He said somebody told. But Tatum's shoes look pretty nice. I like Tatum's shoes. And I like John Morant's shoes too. Matter of fact, Jimmy, see, this is what people don't know, how much go into Nike and them puts in these people things, man. This how they was giving your shoes at the pop-up. John Morant had a pop-up. Go look it up, because I ain't got time to give you everything. But go look it up. I'm just going to give you, this how they send your shoes down the chute. Yeah, and I mean, they had a whole lot of stuff going on out there. And this is how it looked on the inside. I'm going to show y'all that shortly. Everything was snow because they tried to combine where they at in Utah and things that Ja, I mean, even the guys who were the security and Ja, they had the Ja ski patrol and all that kind of stuff. So Nike, y'all, that's why Nike had to get that stuff. That turmoil that Ja was in the beginning, he had to get that stuff straight, man. Get your name out there, Jimmy. I'm gonna find out some more stuff that happened in Memphis. I'll tell you off air that hadn't been released, and I'm not gonna tell y'all that on air because I don't want to really get out on air. But yeah, man, because all of this stuff, these people, man, Jimmy, they built an ice cave. Go check it out, y'all. They built a big ice cave. People were waiting outside just to go in so they can get the Ja Morant ones. But it's a lot goes into that stuff, man. A whole lot goes into a campaign when they put a signature shoe behind a player. They just don't do this overnight and say, "Oh, this is." I was laughing, Jimmy, when I never forget you and I waiting for our flight. We went by Spondivis in Atlanta. George Ravelin's daughter was there, and she does all the outfitting for the EYBL. And she was on the phone planning what they were going to wear in order for next year. After we just left this, she was finalizing stuff. These people work a year ahead. All you business people, these people work a year ahead of what's going on. We need to quit just waiting for the last minute. This woman was sitting there. She said, "This was going to happen next year." I said, "Wow." Cause she said, "But Robert, we don't want to get behind anybody. We want to have our orders and have our stuff in front of the line." That's why we do it now. Shout out to Nike and shout out to John Morant. Great time. He showed up for every event. He was accessible. Jimmy, a lot of athletes, I don't know if you didn't do it. I'm not going to call. I called one of them's name. LeBron James didn't show up to Saturday morning. What if his plane had broke down? He showed up Saturday morning. They gave him a tribute at the game. Sunday morning. And David Stern used to always, it was mandatory. You had to be there on that Friday and participate in the whole weekend. Because it's just things that obligations, their sponsors, they want their star player. They pay all of this money, these TV sponsors, and everybody pay all of this money to the NBA. But players, we love the money, but you got to do the obligations also for the NBA. But I just wanted to share that with y'all. I didn't see T. Morant. You're right. I didn't see T. Morant. His ass wasn't going to get half. No. Don't listen. Those front row seats round in the All-Star game, they are strategically, they got a person. Your boy Rick Welch used to make sure this happened, Jimmy. Rick Welch is the dude that Mark Jackson didn't like. who used to work with the Golden State. Jim, everybody is strategically. They got a room. Jim, you know they got a big board. They got a big race board where everybody sits doing an all-star with the slam dunk, the all-star game. Everybody sitting in the same in the spot that they supposed to be in. But in case you didn't know, I just gave y'all some little information. That's kind of inside. But what else you got, Jim?
Oh man, but you got college news, of course. There's a new number one again.
Yeah, we talked about that.
And
we talked about that.
You know, it's that game. I was going to the game, but then I got the word the day before the game that Kendrick Davis was not going to play. Was in the boot, and so
it didn't matter. Hell of a game.
It wasn't no sense. That took some of the fears out for me going there. Wanted to go and support Kendrick Davis, and of course, DeAndre Williams. You know, one of the things I be listening to. I watched some of the game on television. I was, tired after the event, Middle School City Championship. One of the recaps is on the front of RCSSports.com right now. You can go get it in the VIP news as well. We'll talk about that later. But after the end, I just came on, took a old nap, watched some of the U of H game, and I'm listening, and it's kind of funny. During the game, they were showing highlights of Antoine Davis, who's right there. He's right there. He's like 120 something points behind Pistol Pete Maravich with only like 3 games to go. At least 3 games to go. So that means he would have to score an average like 42, a game over these last 3 games.
How many behind?
About 125-ish.
Yeah.
With about 3 games to go. I think it's 2 conference games, 1 conference tournament game. That's at least 3. So, knowing went this far. And so my point was they showing these highlights. They showed his Antoine Davis's highlights. And that was a perfect time. It was amazing to me that with DeAndre Williams, they go and they say, well, he graduated from Klein Forest High School. You talking about bad dope? That's some bad dope.
Coach, the dudes calling the Arkansas game said Andy Black went to graduated from Capel High School.
Wow. I mean, see, this is how it used to be.
It's different, man.
And it is for a lot of people, because I know Chris Walker does it whenever he goes on the road. Normally, you would call, they do call and do intel before games. But then you would try to get some of your good red clay dirt that the regular folk ain't going to give you. Then that means you got to call a different layer of people to get that red clay dirt. My point is, you're just talking about Antoine Davis. And these people did not seize the opportunity on the broadcast. Nobody had intel that DeAndre Williams was the high school teammate of Antoine Davis. You follow what I'm saying?
They talked about Antoine Davis during the broadcast.
They talked about Antoine Davis.
I didn't see it. I didn't see the broadcast. I had turned it down on me.
Antoine Davis and coming, and so it's like that's so. But at the same time, if Memphis, understand something, and out of defense now, those broadcasters are going to. They have sports information directors for every program. Their job is to feed intel, primary intel, to the media. They have a press release before every game with the rosters, with pertinent statistics, with their head-to-head of this program, who's this, what they did the last week. All that stuff is in there. It's like they copy and paste, just keep rolling. They may have a logarithm to update, just like on Max Preps. Well, I'm sure that probably the SID or the media or the roster page from Memphis probably has DeAndre Williams High School as client forest. Probably. That's how you would get that intel that, it's not, it's right there. You look at the high school, Klein Forest. Yes, he went to Klein Forest. And he could have graduated from Klein Forest, but not that I know of. He played basketball at Satch. And as people remember now, Amari Abram, who's a freshman at Ole Miss, remember he went and left Summer Creek High School after playing at Port Arthur Memorial High School.
Then went somewhere to LA,
California.
California.
I think Southern California Academy. And then he played there. But he left and came back to Port Arthur Memorial and graduated. So that's intel. So that means vice versa. So if here says Port Arthur Memorial High School, he went back there to graduate. He has served his purpose. That's like, I wouldn't be surprised if Chris Johnson was to move back and enroll back in Elkins High School to graduate from Elkins High School. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. Now, I don't think that Jacob Cole is going to, because Bel Air got different stuff. You just can't hop back in there as a 12th grader anytime you want. But my point is, they had opportunity, and that's intel. DeAndre Williams, he played on that team, that's Satch, SATCH. It was a homeschooled program that also featured J.J. Caldwell, the former Texas A&M point guard who ended up, I think last we know was.
But Jimmy, I can't blame him for that one. That's a hard one. You got to really do your research. Even me, I don't use when I go, because contrary to what y'all think, we don't just show up and me and Shadowbot get to talking. I have to know everybody on the team, what high school, whatever. I use about 2 or 3 sources. I go to their website, then I go to their high school website. I try to find stuff, looking at bios about everything that I can about. Like last night or the other night during the game, Chatterbox always kid me about my Steph Curry, because if you hit a pretty three, I say he curried him. And then, I step back Curry or something like that, right? He told me, man, there's everything about Steph Curry. And then 2 of the young women on the team, one from from each team, from TSU ladies, one's from Oakland, Anella Thomas on our team, and another young lady from the other team, she's from Richmond, California. That's a suburb outside of Oakland. So I said, well, I'm scared to say where these girls are from. I guess because you're going to say it's got something to do with Stephon Curry. So you got to know. So I'm looking at the Anthony Black situation. I would forgive that one. They're going back all the way to Satch and finding out about Satch. I would forgive that one. I would forgive it. I would. But Capel High School, don't you know? Wasn't this guy a McDonald All-American? Wasn't Anthony Black a McDonald All-American? Huh?
Oh, yeah.
Duncanville High School. So I went to, so somebody sent me, well, Robert, they could have made a mistake. Here it is. They sent me ESPN. ESPN, guess what it says? Capel High School.
That's what it.
That's why I don't listen to me, y'all. In my research in the last 2 years, I've never, ever used ESPN as a source. Ever. It's the worst source because it messed me up 2 or 3 times. I said, no, I'm not going to use them as a source no more. I go back to the player's website, to the school. So you go to Arkansas website, it's nice, big, and pretty up there. Duncanville High School. He from Duncanville, Texas. Duncanville High School. It's nice and pretty on Arkansas website. But these people just always paying attention and looking at ESPN. Y'all, ESPN ain't the same ESPN that it used to be. That's all I can say. They just let anybody work there. To me. I seen too many mistakes on their broadcast, on their thing. I mean, they just, you know, I guess the guy said, I'm just ESPN. And compare. Jimmy, he said it a couple of times. I said, wow. And somebody tried to take up for him. Somebody tried to take up for him, talking about, well, man, here it is, the ESPN. But again, that's what you get for having one source. Boy, have more than one source. I told y'all about them one source people. I told y'all that about 2-3 years ago on this show. You better have more than one source when you come on here talking crazy. But what's up, Wesley Yates? There's some games tonight, ain't it, Jimmy? I can't go to no games tonight. But there's some high school basketball games tonight.
And I'm looking on the website for Memphis, the college basketball. And they have DeAndre Williams as nationwide basketball academy. 1917, 1918. He's a 2016 graduate of Klein Forest High School in Houston. Right? He said he was homeschooled before college. And that's all they put on there. Which now, a lot of the stuff that the SID gets when a player's a freshman, they fill out the intel or they ask them for the intel and they give them these accomplishments that goes from the player to the SID. It saves them time and they'll fill gaps as needed. And I'm just curious. Like I said, we know he played at Satch. But, you know, could have went and graduated from Klein Forest, but it says he graduated from Klein Forest, right?
Yeah.
Now,
he said was homeschooled, so that before college, so that's Satch, but they just didn't mention Satch.
Well, the Nationwide Academy was a prep.
But he mentioned both of them. Why would you mention both of them? He said he was, but look how they worded. He was homeschooled before college. So that could, he went to Satch. That's a homeschool. Ain't nobody counting. Jimmy, you mad because ain't nobody mentioned Satch. You like Satch.
No, he would have to mention Satch.
That's what I'm saying. He ain't mentioned him.
See, Satch is the basketball program. Homeschool is some online classes that
I understand
that you take. And so it's not a brick and mortar. I'm just curious. Like I said, I'm just curious. I'm trying to get
what you curious about? Why he didn't put it on there?
What year does it say Antoine? What does it say on Antoine's?
Man, I ain't went to look at no Antoine stuff.
I mean, Antoine is the quest for becoming the scoring.
I know, but I ain't looked at him. Well, I was at a Memphis game yesterday, man. So, I mean, hey, they did. He just didn't mention Satch. They did mention he was also homeschooled. So if they had to put Satch on there, you'd have been all right.
No. I'm talking about the broadcast, and that's what they got that from there.
Yeah, that's why you had to use more sources. But let me tell you something. Memphis is way more extensive than some of the colleges that I've been researching. That's all I'm gonna go. They got to be extensive. No, I'm just saying. It's a lot of information, Jimmy. I ain't getting all this information in some of these colleges that I've been. I'm just. It's just not this much information.
They out there and they want to click on one to see, for example, which one would.
Anyone. Go to Pine Bluff. Go to Pine Bluff. They playing tonight. You ain't going. Yeah, Pine Bluff.
You have to realize now that's apples and oranges.
All I'm saying is I don't care.
That's
so you mean
tangerines?
So hold up. So you mean it's the information is out there? Why can't I just put it on the website?
Certain schools only have one person in that office.
Okay.
Then other schools have.
Okay. All right. Okay. I'm with that. I'm with that.
So
I'm with that.
That's why I
You ain't
said
got 13. You ain't got 13 damn players over here.
but it's oranges and tangerines.
You ain't got 13 players in college basketball. So
you have all sports. You have all sports.
Jimmy, but in basketball, so Jimmy, hold up. If you do like my Nike girl, George Ravlinger, you need to get that shit ahead of time. You have to work ahead of time, man. I'm just saying, dude. All I'm saying is Memphis is a little more extensive than some of the research. Cause I like this kind of information, Jimmy. Cause what? I talk about this stuff all the time. I love to know their majors. Half of them don't even put their majors on there. Okay, I like to know who their majors are.
So I got the verdict.
Okay.
I just want to make sure. See, now the question is, why would you want to disown something? Here's the deal. This is directly from the head coach of Klein Forest High School. I just texted him. I was just curious, and I wasn't fishing. Yeah. I was really curious because it's a gap, and I done told people if it's true and he graduated from Klein Forest, that means I've lied to people about something that I'm supposed to know better than to give that bad dope out. So I want to ask the source, hey man, did I miss something? Did he come back and graduate from Klein Forest? And the coach say, no. He transferred out of Klein Forest after his junior year of high school. So I just want to make that. So now that's the dots. He went to Satch and then he went to the other school in Oklahoma.
But after Satch. So the bad dope come on here then.
Well, he had to tell that SID.
They said a 2016 graduate.
He's not a graduate of Klein Forest.
But this what they say.
I understand that, but that intel comes primarily from the player who's a grown man when they arrive to college now, Heather.
Okay.
You're grown, you're an adult. So with my question I just asked a while ago, you probably missed it. Why would you fib knowingly or unknowingly on something as simple as that? That's the thing. You had to graduate from, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You probably got a GED, tested out. Probably equivalent, but what's wrong with, I got it out the mud. That's what my point. What's wrong with that?
Okay, it's all right, man. It's all right. Hey, I'm not gonna get on the player. I'm getting on these sorry ass announcers. Now, that's what I'm talking about.
Man, a lot of them gonna get what they got in front of them, and they're gonna go and dig a little deeper for other players. That's all. But now, speaking of college basketball, let's move on from now.
And the black lottery pick though, but keep going. A proposed lottery pick. So it ain't too many of them. Ain't but 13 of them. But keep on going. I keep going back to that number 13.
Frank Rice text me while we on the bunker. Ain't no school today?
No.
The high schools and stuff out?
Yeah, it's one of them old sorry ass presidents. One of them old slave owning presidents' birthdays today, I think.
So now here's what we got today.
Okay.
Going back on Thursday, remember, my guys, I caution, I tell you, pay attention. And it's all, if we don't do it, who the hell will? Well, I'm about to take you guys now. And that is, in the current standings for the SWAC, TSU and Prairie View both won on Saturday. Going into the weekend, TSU and Prairie View, if the playoffs if the conference tournament had started at that point on Thursday, both of them would have been omitted from postseason competition in the SWAC. After, I think, being predicted 1 and 2 respectively, or within the top 4 for sure in the preseason projections by the coaches. Well, TSU beats Mississippi Valley. Prairie View gets a huge 3-pointer from Ricky Doc Nelson to knock off Arkansas Pine Bluff. That improves TSU and Prairie View. They both are now 6 and 8, tied with 2 other teams for 6th place. That's Arkansas Pine Bluff and Alabama State. Right? That's Thaddeus Moody's Alabama State University. So it's a 4-way tie. Now here's the deal. Tonight, Arkansas Pine Bluff plays Texas Southern. This is a big win. Who won that first game, Hatter?
Arkansas Pine Bluff beat us. Man, I told you we didn't have my dude.
TSU needs this win because
better than a hog needs slop.
Because a loss gives Pine Bluff the tiebreaker in the event there is one. So this loss is like a loss and a half for TSU. It's a regular loss for Pine Bluff. However, they fall back in the standings. Then after the end, Pine Bluff would have Mississippi Valley, a home game with Jackson State before wrapping up their conference play at Alcorn. This is a big game for TSU tonight, big game for Prairie View tonight. And Prairie View appears to be, in good stride. TSU got their best game of the season, arguably from PJ Henry, their point guard, who came and actually not just started, but he played a nice chunk of the minutes in leading them to that win. Granger got his second consecutive start for Texas Southern after scoring like 27, 29 points the game before. He earned the right, the privilege to start again in the conference play. I think Farouk came off the bench, played a good chunk of minutes as a reserve in that win. Here's the question, Hal. Remember I said I was watching this as I'm mentally charting TSU and their substitution patterns throughout this conference play. You have a player that in the very first conference game of the SWAC, I think they played Southern, if I'm not mistaken. I think this young man might have scored 30. And everybody was like, woo-wee, this joker he's and now that kid, Zai Mortal, not only is he's not starting, and I don't have the box score in front of me, but I remember looking at it over the weekend. He played probably 4 minutes tops. And so he went from starting, scored 30 in a game, missed the highlight, to barely playing. That means you went from first string to third string. Just like that in that TSU rotation. But they're winning. See, if you're losing, then that's a problem. You're winning.
It wasn't no problem.
How many minutes he played?
No, but I'm just saying it wasn't a problem. See, what y'all don't understand is, I got an advantage. Y'all just out on the outside looking in. Johnny Jones has had to coach almost 6 different teams, maybe 7 different teams. And what I mean by that, if you just don't understand, when so many people out, so many people in, and so many people out, even Keelan Farouk was playing a lot of minutes.
He started at one while.
And then the man has coached 6 to 7 different teams. Let me tell you something. That's why they get the big bucks. No excuse for them. That's how they get the big bucks. Zatarius Mortal got a shot, but he just turned the ball over too much in crucial time. The coach can't trust him right now down the stretch. Super talented, one of the talented players I ever seen. One of the most talented players in that whole conference. I've seen all of them. But to get on the floor as a freshman, you got to be defensively sound, and you can't turn the ball over. And guess what? He sometimes have defensive lapses, and he turned the ball over. He got to sit down. He's still talented. That ain't stopping him from being talented. He just can't, ladies and gentlemen, one of the most exciting players, I keep trying to tell you, I've ever seen. If he playing good, he worth the price of admission. But guess what? It's a freshman. The best thing about a freshman, what? He becomes a sophomore. But guess what? I mean, Mr. Excitement will dunk that thing. I call him Russell Westbrook.
So what is his energy like that's another thing.
Oh, great energy on the bench. He sits there intently and watch the game. And he's coachable. He one of the most coachable kids. He's the youngest kid. He listens to everybody on the team. And that's why I'm right in front of the bench. He wants to play, but he understands for him to he got to get defensively. freshman. Perfect example. Hold on. Got something for y'all. Where my freshmen at? All my freshmen. Let me see. I got this for y'all. We'll never forget this.
For Kawhi, it was like he's really part of the reason why like I made that defensive team my second year. Like he came to me, he's like, bro, don't worry about trying to get 15, 20 points. He's like, go make the all defensive team. He told me that year 2, training camp. He's like, go make the all defensive team. I guarantee you, if you make that, you're good. Now you get on the court. Like you said, defense gets you on the court, especially in San Antonio. So he's like, go make that defensive team. Now you step yourself. He could play D. So now they got to have you on the floor. So if you on the floor, your ass going to have to be able to play offense too. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I took that and I just, other than that, I took watching him show up every day. Off days, game days, practices, before all of that, putting in work, 20, 30 minutes. Just sharpen over there, getting right. After.
Well, he don't do that no more. But I'm glad he gave him some good advice. The Kawhi Leonard, because he ain't showing up every day no more. But Jimmy, I'm glad I had that. Just so happened I had that. Y'all got to understand. I don't know. I just try to be prepared for everything, Frank White. So when people bring up stuff like that, defensively, Jimmy, young fella could play good for the first 15 seconds, but that after that, he'll lapse. Somebody get a back door, then he'll turn it over because he go 100 miles an hour. Jimmy, he stole one so pretty and ran back and dunked the thing. It would have been the highlight of the year, Jimmy, and missed it. I don't know if he closed his eyes on the dunk or not. So very exciting. I got about a 40-some inch vertical leap. Unbelievable. I love watching him play, but I love watching TSU win more than I love watching him play.
And of course, I see Kevin Freeman. He
ain't got a clue.
He want to remind me that the Southern Jaguars
got their head tore clean off the bone by TSU right in front of me. But keep going. Oh, you talking about they went to the All-Star game?
No. They lost. They lost to Grambling at.
But TSU beat them the night before. They lost 2 in a row.
And
the week before, TSU beat them 2.
Yeah, a couple games before. But he talking about he went over to baseball. Yeah, he talking about baseball. Southern came and they won 3 games at the Cactus.
You talking about basketball right now, man?
Classic, man. TSU got the win they wanted. They beat Prairie View in the Cactus. They beat Prairie View. It didn't matter what else. They beat Prairie View in the Cactus Jack class.
Oh, they did.
Yeah.
So when they beat the brakes off of them.
Well, PV was winning 4-0 in the 7th inning. Then Prairie View and then Texas Southern just unloaded.
I tell y'all, it's 9 innings though. Y'all have me laughing. Like the dude told me, man, hold up, Jimmy, you know how y'all be saying you can't talk basketball with everybody. It's a dude swore me down. Man, I'm finna leave, man. Kenny Davis ain't playing. These dudes gonna get blowed out by 20. Jimmy, I did the unthinkable, Jimmy. I went in my right pocket. I said, what you want to bet? That team right there, coached by that guy there, ain't going to get beat by 20. I'm just telling you. He get what, Jimmy? Then he kept modifying his statement, all texting me back and forth. He didn't bet, by the way. He didn't want to do no betting. Do y'all know they had U of H as a 15-point? So your ass won if you bet Memphis? They had U of H as a 15-point underdog, overdog, whatever y'all call it. So I mean, it's unique, man. I really enjoyed the game. I enjoyed the fight, the ebbs and flows of the game. That game there was I tell you one thing, your homeboy, what's his name over there? Kevin Sampson. They can say what they want. He used every damn timeout he had in his arsenal to figure that thing out. I can tell you that. He said Deshaun Watson girlfriend.
What happened?
Nothing. Barnes running his mouth. Nothing. He talking about Deshaun.
Now, of course, as we speak, shout out to Doug Jones.
What
And
Doug do?
I mean, Doug was out there watching him and Jeffrey Day and Archie Young and Robert Carroll, watching the young fellas compete in the middle school city championship. And DFW folk, I got some news for y'all in just a second too. Some breaking news for DFWs. So you just might want to start. Y'all might want to share the show right now. We only got to be on for a few more minutes because we got to get up out of here. But DFW, I got big news for y'all. But shout out to first middle school city championship, which you only think back and just wonder what would have happened if a middle school city championship was in a city like Houston or Dallas back in the days, where you can find a true champion, And this event is sort of a rendition of that. Of course, the coaches can't coach them because it's not part of the UIL scholastic schedule. Their season is technically over. So basically, in a nutshell, based on the terminology a lot of y'all like to use, this is basically an AAU event. But all the kids on each team must attend the same school. You got it? That's basically how it is. That is supersedes. So people that can't really understand how can they play in this, how can they do this if the season over with, say it again. It's basically an AAU event, but all the players on each team must attend the same school. The atmosphere was electric. And this is one of my favorite events of the year. Normally on day one, I watch just a little pieces of basketball, but on bracket play on day two, everything is in order and running themselves, and I'll get to watch more, pay attention, put it like that. I get to pay attention on Sunday. And want to give a shout out to Autumn Ridge Middle School. They are part of the Humble Independent School District. Autumn Ridge, this is their first season of existence. It's a brand new middle school. They feed into Atascocita and Summer Creek. Autumn Ridge does, right? This team, they came and they fought in a championship game of the 8th grade against First Colony Middle School. First Colony is out there in Fort Bend ISD. I want to say First Colony feeds in the Dulles, if I'm not mistaken. Some of you guys can correct me if you live out there in Fort Bend ISD or in Sugar Land. But First Colony was controlling this game all the way through. Down the stretch, they led by about 2 or 3 possessions. Then all of a sudden, Autumn Ridge chipped away, made a couple of plays, hit a couple of free throws, got a 3-pointer. Then in the closing seconds, with about 6 seconds to go, they get a steal, young man named Benny Easter Jr. His dad played for Smiley High School. I think right on that team with Augustine Rubit, Jonathan Simmons, and all them. Benny Easter played back then along with those guys at Smiley. And his son got a steal, dashed in for the left hand, the layup from the left side to win the game as the buzzer sounded. A very climatic victory for Autumn Ridge. I want to name the players. Give a shout out to Cameron Lai, Elijah Lacey, Jaden Butler, Daniel Clark. That's the 3-point marksman right there. I haven't added up on the score sheets, myself and Doug Jones. He may have led the event in threes made. Maybe. I'm going to go and we're going to check on that. That's Daniel Clark. Derek Young, Cameron Martin, Preston Singleton, Eric Butte, Tyler Jose, and of course, Benny Easter Jr. Shout out to that team for winning the championship. And 38-37 was the final over First Colony. Now, meanwhile, in the 7th grade championship, this team, Manville, Junior High from out of Alvin ISD. Manville hadn't lost a game all season. They had been kicking butt all year. And this team came in there and, the championship game was not easy by any means. It was a very tight game. Manville actually was losing in the second half before coming back to knock off Westlake Junior High, sorry. And they're part of Humble ISD in the championship, 44-38. Manville, they have some familiar faces affiliated with this particular program. The coach, the bench coach, was former Willow Ridge and Vanderbilt star Malik Evans from 1992. Malik Evans was the coach of this team. And one of the parents on the team, a lot of people may remember him from his days at University of Houston, Patrick Okafor. Okafor's son is one of the stars on this Manville 7th grade team. And I'm looking at the roster, and they're big, they're tall. And also, I forgot, the head coach of the team is James Bailey, who used to be the head coach at Willow Ridge and then the head coach at Summer Creek. He's the head coach of this middle school where his son plays. They're definitely coming back next year. They're going to be the favorite, going to be hard to beat. But people bodies change, personnel change, and some teams get better. So, and I'm sure that that Westlake Junior High wants another crack at Manville if they can get their shot. Now, I want to give a shout out to Braylon Robinson, Dryland Clark, Roderick Houston, Patrick Johnson, Richard Jones, Marcus Griffin, Ethan Epkin, Maverick Okafor, Aiden Davis, Jameson Bailey, Cameron Myers, and the big fella who earned the MVP, Big Drake Jones. They nicknamed him, I think Jeffrey Day and Robert Carroll nicknamed him the tractor trailer. This joker is big. He got the thing in the paint. It was nothing those young fellas could do once he got it on the block. And so he got Drake Jones is his name. He's about 6'1", 6'2", and that's definitely a name to remember. And we'll talk more about these young fellas on tomorrow. Meanwhile, we'll announce in the next 2 days the all tournament team. You're going to get line scores from different games. Right now, you can go into the front of rcssports.com and check out the line scores from both championship games. Shout out to Justice Winslow and his foundation. He gave some swag bags to a few of the young men that from each team that advanced to the championship game. Shout out to Ralph Cooper, the legendary Ralph Cooper, living legend. And when it comes to media, there's no more decorated person than Ralph Cooper in their entire state of Texas. I ain't say no more decorated black person, no more decorated African American. He's the most decorated media personality in the entire state of Texas, regardless of color. Ralph Cooper, his Stars of the Future basketball tournament, which was a long-time fixture in our youth basketball community, especially if you went to HISD, Houston Independent School District. You was up under that umbrella, especially under that umbrella. Back in the days, way back, Stars of the Future was one of the tournaments that everybody looked forward to participating in. But that tournament is what inspired the middle school city championships. True story. When I got started in the media, I was inspired. It ain't many people, especially of color, from out of Houston that got in, that if you grew up in this city, put it like that. A lot of people move in, move out, relocate. But if you grew up in this city, it's hard fetched that Ralph Cooper's fingerprints isn't on you in some form or fashion. When I, just by default, I wasn't thinking about doing what, doing a lot of the things that I've done and accomplished at the time when I used to be over at KCOH radio station, a couple of days out the week. And merely I would just go there to, you had Big Sam who started the fantasy football league. Back in those days, you had to do it on paper. So you go there, and I would basically go there to hang around a lot of the old heads, because after the show, they would go to happy hour, and I'll go there and drink drink some suds with the old heads and soak up some of that wisdom. That's basically what I would go there for about 2 days a week. I end up answering the telephones. That's called producing the show. So when callers would call in, they have 4 lines, and I answer the call, look through the glass, hold my fingers up for Ralph, let him know what line the caller was on, and he would take the calls accordingly. And that's one of the things that directly inspired me into what later ended up on television, thanks to Todd Freed. Ended up, years later, a couple of years later, producing the magazine, because Ralph Cooper used to write in the Forward Times. Just got, and then ended up radio, the Chop Shop. Then of course we had Nothing But Net with Terry Burdick. That was the first ever high school live streamed sports talk show in the history of the United States of America. Was Nothing But Net in 2006. 2006. The first ever live stream. You guys remember that? Every Wednesday night at 9 p.m. The basketball community, they got home, got in front of their screens, because you had to watch it on your computer because cell phones didn't have the capacity to stream that stuff back then. We had a studio, we had teams in there live, we had players in the studio live. Good stuff back then. But anyway, it was influence. I want to give Ralph his flowers as he can still smell them on that part. I want to thank everybody for coming out. Thank everybody for their support this past weekend at the middle school. It gets bigger every year. Next year we will continue to grow, and this thing here, like I said, we want to keep it going where it would be extremely special. And by popular demand, we're hoping next year to have a girls middle school city championship, as well. And but anyway, that's we'll give you more details on that. But now it's time for everyone to focus towards the spring icebreaker. That event probably has influenced or motivated more young black men in the amateur basketball sector, in the event operating sector. That event probably has influenced more young black men in the state of Texas than any other event that's influenced black men in their state. The spring icebreaker. It's influenced a lot of people to go and say, man, you know what? I'm gonna do me one of those like that, or I'm gonna try to do me one like that. I'm gonna, it's influenced a lot. That event started in 2001, and we hope that we will. It takes place March the 17th through the 19th, and it's going to be off the chain. You guys know that. For those who ask questions and they ask you about the icebreaker, just tell them to go Google it. At this point in time, a lot of you coaches out there, grassroots coaches, I didn't think, then you might not have heard from me. I was concentrating and giving my all to the other events. Now I give my all to the spring icebreaker. But I didn't think that there was a need if the event is ran well. If it's operated well. Things are going to be running on time. If you got a problem, it will be solved. Your environment is going to be pretty safe. And if all those things are in existence and it, I didn't think that I need to recruit you or convince you to come and attend again. So you guys, we see you at the icebreaker. Let's get up there. The registration information is on the front of rcssports.com. And we hope to see you guys there. But meanwhile, we want to thank you guys for tuning to the Chop Shop today. And I had some news about the DFW. And that is, with the playoffs starting today, there's a couple of games around the area. We have brackets on rcssports.com. Go click on district standings and you'll see the drop box where it says playoff brackets. You get your bracket, print you one, and there's about 3 games around Greater Houston tonight. A doubleheader at the Merrill Center. Yates and Fur are playing a part of a doubleheader against a pair of other teams. And then Beaumont United is playing, I think, and I think over at Port Arthur Memorial. And there we go right there. It's hook up. And so the news about the DFW is that the season is over. And earlier in the show, Alda, you mentioned Anthony Black and Duncanville High School. Duncanville High School eliminated themselves from postseason playoff contention. Their season is over with. Right? And we're expected to be joined this week with Coach Ford, who's the interim head coach. Well, he served as head coach in his head coach capacity this season as David Peavy was suspended from his duties as a result of his stepson, so to speak, Anthony Black. So Coach Ford has some stuff to get off his chest. One thing about the Chop Shop, if you got something to get off your chest and it's in good, and you're in good standing with the Chop Shop, guess what? We got a platform for you. And Coach Ford, he was telling me how to Duncanville High School, they went undefeated in district play. He said the coach that got 3rd place was named Coach of the Year. He said they didn't have but one player off their team that was selected, got votes for 1st team all district. And a lot of other things that Coach Ford say he's got to get off his chest about this whole season and UIL and everything else. So you make sure it'll be one day this week. So, you got to come on back to the Chop Shop. It could be tomorrow. It could be Wednesday. Could be Thursday. But that's going to be one hell of a convo. So, yes, Coach Ford. And also, Ada, that I wrote in the VIP news, I think the other day, Beaumont United has been invited to a post-season tournament of champions, so to speak, in Georgia. They're going to pay for all the flights. They're going to get different champions or different nationally ranked teams to come in. And schools like Beaumont United Coach Green, the head coach, won't be able to coach. You see, because of his UIL and his contractual obligations. The season is over. Same type of thing. No difference than fall ball. Ain't no different than this being an AAU event, but all the players must attend the same school or had been on the same roster. We're going to talk more about that. Duncanville was invited to this event as well. So has Lake Highlands been invited to this event as well. Only 3 Texas-based teams that I know of has been invited. I don't know if more invites are going to come out or not. But they're just hedging themselves because Lake Highlands, Beaumont United are 2 of the favorites in 6A. They got the invites. And I think Beaumont United has accepted. It will take place the weekend of March the 26th. That's the weekend before the McDonough All-American game. And that should be intriguing. So look out for more information on that. And Michael Garcia. So you see what Michael Garcia said?
I don't keep up with that.
He said, my boy Paul Miranda said Lake Highland is going to beat everyone in 6A in the playoff. We'll talk about that on tomorrow.
No, Paul said they're gonna sweep. And we got to talk about the thing that happened up in Camden, New Jersey. I mean, up in New Jersey with Dwan Wagner's team fighting the other team. They got in a fight. Did you hear about that, Jimmy?
I heard about it, but I ain't see the video.
Oh, I got it. But guess what I love about the state champ? They told both of them, now one of y'all can go to the state championship. Both of y'all out.
Oh, it was that bad?
Well, shit. Guess what? Guess what? Let me see that I do anything. Uh-oh. I got it. Don't worry about it. No, I got to play it from the beginning because I think y'all, okay, there you go. The big guy hit the guard. I want y'all to see that right there. And they said something happened in the game before. The big guy in the gray, that's on Dwan Wagner's team. That's Camden. The other team is East Side. And he just hit that little boy like that, man. I mean, that man, I ain't like that. I wish I could take it in slow-mo. But watch him. I'm going to show it at the middle of the screen, guy in the orange, young guard, going around the pick, trying to set a pick. And he just elbowed him in the face like that. I got to let y'all see that again. His little ass couldn't play nowhere else in high school messing with me. And then he backed up.
So what made the other cat chase him? If the other cat don't chase him, it's just going to be a tick and an injection. He's out of the game. And the brawl don't even start, maybe.
What happened, Jimmy, is something happened in the game before when they played. So this was some different. I don't know what happened, but they said if the guy who scored the first lick, he was the instigator in the game before and now. And the reason I'm showing this, y'all, because tell your crazy ass, your kids don't be out here trying to fight, man. In a basketball game, this is no place in the game for what this dude. That's a little guy he hitting on. And guess what? He never engaged in the fight no more. Watch the guy who threw the point. He never engaged in the fight no more. Just watch him. I wish I could put a pointer up there. Just watch him, the guy who threw the punch. He ain't going to engage no more. It seemed like he either realized what he did or I don't know what happened. He didn't want nothing. Watch it. Just watch it. He's just walking up the court. Look, he in the midcourt now. He in midcourt. Everybody else fighting because of something he started. Watch it again. That's Dwan Wagner. They hold him back, but he didn't hit nobody. But ladies and gentlemen, what I want to show y'all is Dwan Wagner got all the negative press. He didn't throw a punch. That was the guy who was running and they grabbed. at the bottom of the screen. I'm gonna stop it again. That's DJ Wagner, Milt Wagner's grandson, one of the top players in the country, McDonald All-American, USA basketball. I'm gonna show you him. I'm gonna stop when we get close. Hold on. Jimmy, when you said why the guy go after him, that's DJ Wagner going after the guy. All right? But he didn't get off a lick. So I just want y'all to watch this. He didn't get off a lick. Right? That's him right there in the gray. He didn't get off a lick. The referee got in front of him. Everybody got in. The coach off the bench got in front of him. Somebody in a suit. I'm talking about somebody in a suit at the bottom got in front of him. So he didn't hit neither one of the guys. But in the news, everybody talking about DJ Wagner going to Kentucky. He is this and he is this. They talking about it. He got fight in the other game. But he went out. He was an aggressor. But those other guys backed up, man, and I'm glad they did. But both teams got put out of the playoffs, y'all. I just wanted to let y'all know that both of those teams, they got their ass home, can't play. Maybe they'll be at your place, Jimmy. What the place you talking about? The non-scholastic shit. Maybe they'll be there because their ass can't be in the state championship no more. It could have been you talking about little dude stepped to that elbow. No, he didn't. That dude hit that elbow. Man, get the hell out of here with that. That little boy ain't stepped to no elbow. He was going around the pick, man. Come on. Yeah, that's the problem out here, man. Some people making excuses for that mess. Yeah, it was Wagner chasing. Yeah, he was chasing, but he didn't hit the guy. He has a history. Who has a history of trying to be in BMF? Doug. Has been, yeah. See that? There you go. There go Doug putting out that bad dope right there. 2 teams. There go Doug. Jimmy, you ain't frozen. It's happening to multiple schools across the country. Yeah, you brawl. Jimmy, what that man said, Ray Barnett Club, if you swing, you ride. What he said? I love that. That man said, if you swing, you ride.
You gonna ride.
The big dude.
Well, one of the things about that brawl that's different, if you're watching that video, I just watched it 2 or 3 times just now.
Yeah.
They had police running from that court. So that means they had some law there.
Yeah, they had some law. Hell yeah. That's a high school game. They going to have some law.
Well, I mean, enough. They had several. I saw 4 on that screen coming down.
Yeah.
So they had laws in that game. But if them laws can't move fast enough, you got a problem.
Yeah. I mean, it was just too much. And Jimmy, the tape went on. I just stopped it. Something happened on the other side that was happening. It was fighting it was a real fight on the other side of the guy. That's what got bad right there. That right there, I would have got the young fellow who started the punt. Did you notice his big ass laid back? Did y'all watch him? He ain't come no further than half court. See, I mean, I just want to know that y'all watch that. Follow me on Twitter to get the updates. Follow Doug tonight on Twitter to get the updates on the Beaumont United Dobie game. Y'all know I'd be up there if it wasn't for I got pressing business tonight. Jimmy, what you say tonight? We got to put a whooping on Pine Bluff tonight.
Yeah, that's.
They whoopable. We got our dude back.
I mean, this is a big win because if TSU wins this game, then they now go to 7-8, and if Prairie View can take care of their business, they go to 7-8. Remind you now, it doesn't get any easier for Texas Southern or Prairie View because I think Alcorn is in first place. I think.
Yeah.
So TSU and Prairie View must visit Alcorn next weekend. This weekend.
Yeah. We got a game. I got another road trip. Oh, yes.
So before playing
and Jackson.
Other,
hold up, and Jackson.
Yes, they got to meet them and JSU. So they got to win right now. in order to.
And those are teams in front of them.
Yes. And then they got to play each other a week later.
Yeah.
So that means you need all of the cushion that you can get, because that TSU Prairie View game, the loser of that game could be out of postseason contention. That's why it means so much. That's why every game matters.
Man, every game matters right here, baby. I'm sitting here looking at it, man. TSU got a 2-game winning streak. Alcorn got a 6-game winning streak. Grambling got a 5-game winning streak. Somebody got Southern got a 2-game losing streak. Alabama A&M got a 3-game winning streak. Where do Alabama State at? Yeah. Hey, I'm sorry, Thad, Moody. Y'all got a 2-game. Yeah, that SWAC is wide open. Jimmy, can you imagine a tournament? Jimmy, a lot of them people at the top don't want to play TSU, man. Man, they know that little old dude, man. That little dude from one of them Creek boys from Shadow Creek is in the building. Man, hey man, let me tell y'all something. I got to tell y'all this. PJ Henry, Jimmy, I know you looked at the stats the other night because you said he had 19, but he made the game so much easier for the other guys. So we had 3 more other guys in double figures. We had 4 guys in double figures, Jimmy. Usually you got 4 guys in double figures, you're going to win that game. You got a great chance of winning that game. So I mean, and we out-rebounded them. That's what I've been, y'all got to check the game out, check the broadcast, so y'all can hear my Robert's rules for the night, for the women's, for them to win. And then the men come on, I give you a set of rules. If TSU do these three or four things I'm going to give them tonight, guess what? They're going to win the ball game. And Jimmy, guess what I found out? He called it, and he texted me. Guess who be listening to the women's broadcast while he in the back? Johnny Jones. Because he heard me say something, he going to text me talking crazy to me. He be listening to the broadcast of the women's game in his office, man. It's just, I love that, man.
For you to give Chatterbox.
Okay, what you want me to give?
When he asks you
what
about your Steph Curry references on the 3-point.
No, he be hating on me. That's all.
No. I got one for you. You know me, I always think of the it's the perfect solution.
Okay.
Perfect response is somehow you remind the viewers and chatter that Steph Curry is the signature for the apparel that TSU wears on their court. That's what you remind him.
Okay, I got his ass tonight. He probably watching the show. He gonna be ready. He watching the show. He watching. Yeah, shit. I bet you he watching.
Taking a nap. Child taking a nap. You know, child eat them Sunday leftovers.
Hey, I ain't think about it, Jimmy. I didn't think about it. But Jimmy, every time, and all I said was, he carried him. A step back carry. He get mad.
TSU wears Under Armour product.
Sure do. And the Curry, they wear the Curry shoes.
Steph Curry, so therefore it's rightfully fitting that you mentioned Steph Curry.
Okay, that's good. That's good. I promise y'all. Y'all got to watch the broadcast tonight. I promise you. And I'm going to tell him, unlike Chris Walker, I'm going to tell him where I got it from. I don't mind giving nobody else no credit. Unlike Chris Walker, I'm going to say, hey, crap, chatter. When I give it to him, he going to look at me mean. I'm going to say, that come from your homeboy Jimmy. He told me to bust you right, cross the head with it. That's what I'm going to tell him tonight. What he said, SU Grambling looked like a bad AAU team on TV.
That game went overtime, man. That was a nice.
What is he talking about, man?
That's his school.
Cause they lost.
Because his school lost. That's why he talk like that. Southern lost.
Can I cheer him up? Let me cheer him up. This for you, man. This for you. What's his name? Fraden. This for you. Hold on.
Go Jags. Sir.
Watch this.
Go Jags. Sir. Go Jags. Sir.
D Wade was at the practice. He reenacted it when he bounced the ball and LeBron dunked that thing on somebody. That's what he was doing. He was at their practice, and what's my young cat name? Mitchell. Mitchell was at Gramblin's practice. So that's for you, Kevin Freeman, because I know Jimmy finna bust you across your head.
Yeah, man. Shout out to the Houston Astros for giving the donation to Texas Southern University to build a new baseball stadium
and softball.
Mm-hmm.
Complex.
At Texas Southern on campus. For decades, TSU has played their baseball games and practices at McGregor Park.
Jimmy, where's the land at, Jim? You know
right there next to Yates, right there next to across the street from Yates.
Oh, okay, right there. Okay, good, good. That's gonna be sweet.
Be at.
And Jimmy also ping a great golf apparel and equipment company. They just signed a new. They going to endorse a partnership with TSU, $1 million worth for the women's basketball, women's golf, and men's golf. Ping, one of the top manufacturers in the business, partnering with TSU, man. Hey, man, let me tell you something. Their staff, Kevin Grange and them, and Miss Young, Dr. Young over there getting it in, Jimmy.
Understand, he learned from Charles McClellan.
Yes. And but some people was under Charles McClellan ain't doing these things that he doing.
Well, you realize he was astute in just following him and watching. Remember, McClellan started at Prairie View as the AD. Came to Texas Southern. Remember, at the time when he came to Texas Southern, people was volleying, and it was a crossroads for Kevin Granger on whether to go
be the
coach the basketball team, or go ahead on and go into the administrative role.
Okay.
And it was, guess what? Because he had sons that were coming along, not one but two.
Right.
Sons that came out of Ridge Point High School.
Right.
That one starts for TSU right now.
Right.
And it's been noted they both had to get it out the mud.
Oh, absolutely. Nothing was given. Nothing was given to these kids.
You was gonna play. No, red shirt.
Yeah.
Fight through it.
Yeah.
Fight in practice.
Right.
Root on the bench. Bring positive energy. Get your turn. Wait your turn. When you get your turn, earn your keep.
Yes.
And this is one of the things. And of course, they had a choice. They could have quit.
Yeah.
They could have gave up.
Yes.
Could say, man, Dad, I'm good, man. I'm gonna go. I'm oh, man, forget that basketball. Fought through it. And that's the cool thing about it. Now, my point is about Kevin Granger is he also remember, he got this from the Astros, this commitment to building the Astros, the Texas Southern's new baseball, softball complex.
The weight room.
Also secured
the weight room.
We got the weight room just did. That project
is already paid for. They ain't owe nothing. It's already paid for.
They stuck the shovels in the ground on that about a month ago.
Yeah.
A brand new weight room facility.
Okay.
Right? So that means technically TSU will have another one. I don't know what they're gonna do with the other weight when they use right now.
Oh, just use that now. It ain't that was just
they'll turn that probably into some more offices or something.
There you go.
Think of something. Now
whatever.
He also secured the turf for the football field that will go down from the Houston Texans.
They been had that. Yeah, he got that too.
It ain't out yet.
I know it ain't laid down, but they got the turf.
They have to make some. Remember, we talked about it in football season. According to the NCAA, some about those. Oh, that's the track. They have the
modified.
The heptathon or the hip, the cat, whatever it is, and they jump over the water and go in the little pit. They got one of those things on the end of the field that need to be removed. It need to be relocated. So in order to put that down, it has that part because it was a track and field as well as a football field.
And Jimmy, don't forget now that new batting cage that's lit up at night for the players can come any time of night. Baseball players, they got a beautiful batting cage over there.
Right behind
got that too. He secured that too.
So that's the thing. You're advancing forward. And remember,
I'm sorry. The new locker room for the teams now. You been in there now? That new locker room for the football team is off the chain. Yes, the football team got a new locker room.
So you can see big things once again are coming.
Yeah.
And HBCU, Texas Southern University, attendance is rising.
Yes.
Registration enrollment is spiking up. Now Final Four, because here's the thing, people around the country, University of Houston is rightfully, they're not steal the thunder. They have gained the national attention when it comes to Houston in collegiate basketball right now. Well, Rice is in town. It's up to Rice to make people pay attention or put something, an event on their campus or events. Texas Southern is in town. It's up to them to put something on their campus, and that which they have done so, which is the HBCU All-Star Game. It's going to be at TSU on that Sunday, April the 2nd. And we talked about it last week. I informed you guys, there's free tickets for every student. I went and I spoke to the Houston Area Athletic Directors Conference last week. I think it was what it was Wednesday, one of the days I had to miss the Chop Shop. Speaking to those athletic directors and letting them know I was talking about the HBCU. All students get in free, whether you are in elementary, middle school, high school, or college. But you must send RSVP your slot before March the 1st. You only have a little more than a week to reserve your slot. If there's any event during the Final Four weekend that's complimentary, you really want to take advantage of the experience with some of these young people. Let them take advantage of the experience. And if you remind us, I give you guys the link tomorrow on the Chop Shop. We'll post the link for everybody to reserve. You don't have to wait on your principal. You don't have to wait and send it to if you know and you're a teacher or educator, when I give you the link, you can simply fill it out or give it to throw it on your social media for all students. It's simple. They get and all they'll do.
So we ain't got to go through all that red tape.
No, they got to do all that stuff. It's not that. It's only complicated for those who make it complicated. Remember that. So I wanted to get that out there, let you guys know that. But share the show on your way out the door, because we're about to go
to the stove.
And so I want to appreciate everybody, man. Thanks a bunch. And share that show once again on your way out the door. And we got to get up out of here, man. Peace. So much action tonight. Don't forget Kansas and TCU ball game. Mike and Miles is back. We'll see how that thing going. Kansas has been rolling. We'll see if TCU can get this big win. Remember, 5 teams from the state of Texas in the top 25. 5 colleges in the top 25. Including Texas A&M. No, Corey Henderson is a happy camper. The Aggies done got up in there. They done got up in there. They're in the top 25. They rolling right now. Second place, I think, in the SEC. Big East got like 6 teams. I mean, like 5 teams in the top 25.
Them dudes balling, man, at that Big East, man. I hate to say it because Chris Walker be bragging about them, but they balling. But the Gig'em A&M, they'll find a way to get up out of it. They'll find a way.
Main shot, main Buzz getting it done right now.
That's the only thing they got good is Buzz.
They got some good players, man. No, man. Wade playing good ball, man. Wade running that team, man.
I ain't talking about no players. I'm talking about
okay.
Yeah, Northwestern is 21. Wow. Northwestern? Jimmy, hold up.
They beat Purdue.
That dude had Chris Collins and had 5 years of losing. And now he turned that thing around, man. That's why you don't pull the trigger on these coaches so damn quick. That's why. Like they trying to, y'all remind me, Ted. Another black former coach. Go talk about. I said, why they trying to find Mike? Mike, what's his name? Mike Anderson at what's the name of the school? St. John. Man, he'd had 4 years. It's This is a former black coach saying this, man. Robert, he done had 4 years. Dude, Chris Collins, they didn't say that to him. At 5th year, he beating up on everybody. So you're right, Jimmy. Let's get out of here.
Yeah, man. Peace. We up out here, guys. See you guys on tomorrow, man. Chop Shop. We gone.
Like a turkey through the coat.
Jim Hicks. Rob Hatter. You are now tuned in to the Chop Shop. I'm Retro. Let's get it. We in the Chop Shop. We live in the Chop Shop. We talking sports talk. We live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop. I'm talking sports talk. So turn your dials up. It's live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop. We live.